Hey y'all, so today we are butchering some of the meat birds that we got from some of the people at the fair. We got 6 of them. I got my nephew and my sister-in-law up here. I'm going to teach them how to do it so that they have a good grasp on it, and we're just going to split them. We'll have 2 each. So anyhow, I'm going to do a whole bird for me with plucking it by scalding it, and then I'm going to do one that I'll skin and cut up into, you know, the proper cuts, pieces, whatever you want to call it. Anyhow, we're gonna get that done. Softened up. Oh, stop. You're getting the tardy happy bird. Tardy happy bird.
Oh, she picked that one up.
Okay, how you want to do it? You want it facing down or facing up?
Don't matter to me. You've done it before, not me.
Oh, I ain't never killed him. I don't kill him.
Oh.
I make. We'll do it on this stuff because it's not as hard. These birds are fat. You better not chop my hand off.
I won't.
Come on, girl. Come on. You might. I don't know what you're. Okay, just heavy, swift motion. Yeah, you probably should, so my arm ain't ready to swing this anywhere. 21 minutes, we're going. Okay. So we killed the chickens. Decapitated. So we all need to take a knife, get a good knife. Guess we'll try that one. This is a steel for sharpening. We're going to skin these ends. Oh, I just wiped my face with bloody hand. Anyhow, skin it. So literally don't poke inside because that's where their guts and stuff is. So I always like to do that in the beginning anyhow. So just cut it at the right here with the back end. Yep, you'll see the bone here where the chest bone goes. Just make a slight incision in there so you don't cut in and pierce any guts. And then once you got a hole in the cavity, and it's got some good fat on them. But yeah, so anyhow, just take your knife and I run right up the chest wall right nicely. Nicely done, nicely done. And they're still warm, so they will peel off a lot. So just peel away. Chris, you want gloves before you get to that point?
Probably.
Yeah. Gloves are more sanitary, but I don't like them. They make my hands sweaty. Alright. Now you do got its butt back here, and you got to be careful on how you do its butt. So when you go to do that, you gotta, I don't know if you'll see its little butt there, but you gotta cut, that way you don't get any of that in the meat. So cut its tail off. I don't need it. Totally, huh? So anyhow, you just want to cut around it, that way you get in here and you can get it out when you pull the guts. Sometimes you can get the guts out without ripping anything. I mean, you try not to get it on anything. And we'll just throw all the guts back in the corner there so we can save what's wanted. Okay,
So now turn mine over.
yep, now cut your hole right here and cut that completely open.
This?
Yep, just like so. Yep.
Now, turn it over or no?
Yeah, you can. Just do whatever is comfortable for you. Yeah, just reach in there and start pulling.
Oh, okay, because I didn't do the butt part. So.
That's all right. You may not have to. Chicken heart. Do you eat these, Joey?
No.
The neighbors said that they fight over these. The kids do. This is like a knockdown, drag out. Who gets the chicken heart for
I don't know
dinner?
if it'd be worth putting in broth or not.
It probably would be actually. Probably really good to flavor your stock. Might be a good idea because I don't eat them either.
Just reach in here.
Just reach in there, and then up here you'll see where the tube is for the where the poop tube is. So just cut it around it here. That way you don't get any poop and it's easily removed. There you go. See, mine's all one big tube attached to the butthole. So that's done. kidney. You're not slacking. It's your first time. You ain't never been hand deep in chicken carcass. Okay.
Oh my gosh, I can't pull it loose.
Well, up here, you'll have your trachea and stuff like that. And it's easier if you just pull it out at the neck, honestly, because that's where it comes up to, attaches. And I always show this to the kids, but it's like a bendy straw. You ever check it out? Yeah, it's like a bendy straw.
What if you blow through it if it'll sound like a chicken?
Actually, you can use it as a call.
Okay, mine's not coming out.
I mean, you'll have your own here in a minute, but yeah, just run your hand right along it. It's like a bendy. Make your hole bigger if you need. Oh, there you go. You're getting it.
My big tube isn't coming out.
Huh?
My big tube thing's not coming out like
Now,
you
the
did.
neck is a dark meat, just like the thighs and legs. So don't think because there's 1,000 bones in there you don't want to keep the neck, because it is a nice juicy meat, and it is good for noodles or whatever, as long as you can debone it somehow. I'm trying to decide if I want to keep the skin on my legs, or if I'm just going to remove it all. Suction broke.
What are these?
Those are, I do believe you have kidneys or testes. I don't know which one that is. I can't remember if you had a rooster or a hen. Yeah, here you got your bendy part of the chicken leg, right? So you'll feel a joint when you do this. You'll feel right where it is. If you're good, you just cut right around the joint. I ain't good, so break it, and that'll show you where it's at. And then you can just cut it off like so. If you can't break it with this, doing it that way, you can bend it over the table and take it off of there. And then you can also keep it for stock, but it's a lot of work, and I ain't all about that. I ain't scrubbing it to boil it to eat it. Not happening. So, anyhow.
I need one of you two to get the butt, because I don't want to get bust.
Okay. Okay, so when you get to that, just take and cut right along where it's at. And then, because you'll see right here's the pouch for it. There's the pouch for it. Right there, so just cut it all off. That way you ain't got any of it.
So now we're clean.
Now we're clean. No butt action happening.
Okay.
Yeah, so anything, and we'll hose them out super good before we ever cut them up. You gotta clean them.
You're in the butt.
Yeah, I'm in there.
Are you sure? I can't see. I stood.
Sorry, my knife. Honestly, I find it to be easier to pluck the chicken than skin it anymore. When I was a kid, we skinned or plucked. It was awful. But as an adult, when I did it last time, I was like, well, that was way easier, and I remember I was traumatized before. Ugh. So, just try to leave the meat, take all the other. And then it's your call what you want to keep from the chicken wing area, because it will. It breaks in segments like you would your thighs and legs. I'll show you in a second. Oh, let's see. So you got your wing here, you got the bend here, and then you got another bend here. So you got like 3 sections to the wing, because then you got the actual shoulder of the chicken. So, depending on how much you don't want to waste, it depends on where you keep and clean the wing at. So this doesn't have a lot of meat, but there is some meat in it, so you can clean that up. And then you can even just save this part and throw it in stock if you don't want to try to cook it and debone it or anything. See? But I always remove it regardless of which way I butcher it. So, just break that because the final end of it, there ain't a lick of meat down there. I mean, there might be, but ain't nothing I'm going after. And the wing feathers are always the hardest to get off. I don't know why. And then when I get to this point, you just hose it. You want to run water completely through its body, whether it's through the back end, up out of the neck hole, or vice versa, but you have to run it so that way you rinse any and all bacteria out of it. And if you don't feel safe with it, you can put a little bit of vinegar through it. But I don't think any of us busted anything inside, did we?
No.
Let's say that there's no need for that. Yeah. Skin my, oh baby, I left something behind. Let's see. Lung. Chicken lung. Huh. Okay, there you go. Yep, I'm good.
Oh, surprisingly fast.
Ooh, this water's getting hot where it's sitting out here. Scald my hand.
You want these in X?
I'm keeping the neck, yeah, but you don't have to. Oh shoot! Clearly I got water running through. But yeah, anyhow, water running through. We'll call this chicken done enough. Put it in the cooler of cold water. Let it chill a bit before we cut it up, so we can kill more. Can you hit stop on that?